when Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, this comes in a hadith of Adi ibn Hatim, that Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala on the Day of Judgment will speak to His slave, لَيْسَ بَيْنَهُ وَبَيْنَهُ تُرْجُمَانٍ. There is not going to be an interpreter between the slave and Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. مَا مِنْكُم مِّنْ أَحَدٍ إِلَّا سَيُكَلِّمُهُ رَبُّهُ. There's not a single one of you except that his Lord will speak directly to him. لَيْسَ بَيْنَهُ وَبَيْنَهُ تُرْجُمَانٍ. Not an interpreter between him and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? Can you imagine taking what they said here, that Allah speaks but His speech doesn't make a sound? This is kalam without, this is speech that is illogical, it is stupid. So they try to make themselves sound sophisticated. As Khattabi, rahimahullah ta'ala, he said in his book, Dhammul Kalam wa Ahlihi. He said this was a fitna that happened in those times. That people said that the knowledge of the people of Sunnah wal Jama'ah, particularly about Aqeedah, it is Aqeedatul Ajaiz. It's the Aqeedah of old women. Even old ladies can understand it. But this is the Aqeedah of the Khawas. We understand what's really going on. We, the elites. They wanted something that was shadh, something that was strange and odd. Because if they knew what everybody else knew, then they would just be normal people. But if they knew something that everybody else was like, wow, man, look at how bright his stove is. Look at how big his turban is. Right? Look at all of the words that he says in Arabic that we don't understand what he's saying is. This guy is amiq. This guy's deep. This guy is deep. Wow. Think how many people on the face of the earth alive today are destroyed because they don't want something simple in their belief system. They don't want something easy to understand. They want something that's just mind-shattering, literally. Right? Give a person a mental breakdown because it doesn't mean anything. This is what Al-Khattabi said. He said these people, they came and they had ujub. They had astonishment with themselves. The first of the Mu'tazila, Amr ibn Ubayd and Wasil ibn Ata. Wasil ibn Ata, right? Both of them were students of Al-Hasan al-Basri. Think about this. Both of them were students of Al-Hasan al-Basri and Al-Qadi Abu Yusuf, right? They were students of the Imams of Hadith from the Kibar al-Tabi'een, from the best of the students of the Sahaba. Just like those who killed Uthman had learned the Quran directly from the companions of the Prophet. It doesn't mean a hill of beans. If a person innovates and he changes from the belief system or his teacher was upon, it doesn't mean anything, right? Wasil ibn Ata had a lisp. Think about this. They said the man was so eloquent. He had a lisp, he could have pronounced the Ra, the letter Ra. He was so eloquent, he was able to speak for hours at a time and choose his words so carefully that he never chose a single word that had a Ra in it. They said on one occasion he spoke with some words and he said, Wallahi, Allah could not have sent an angel from the sky يَتَكَلَّمْ بِأَحْسَنَ مِمَا قُلْتُ, who could have uttered something better than what I just said. Al-ujub, muhlik, destructive, astonishment. This man was astonished with himself. Ilm does what? Knowledge of the Sunnah. It breaks a person down, it humbles a person. It puts a person at his level. The person is affected in his character. The person is affected in his statements. The person is affected in his dress. And the moment that knowledge starts to make a person pompous and arrogant and think that he's better than other people, we heard in the khutbah earlier, the belief of the Muslim. The belief of the Muslim. And he is fearful for the best of the Muslims and hopeful for the worst of them. And he is more hopeful for the rest of the Muslims than he is for himself. And more fearful for the rest of the Muslims than he is for himself. And he is more hopeful for the rest of the Muslims than he is for himself. And more fearful for himself than he is for the rest of the Muslims.